started off with, I was one of those people in the village in Yorkville and Toronto doing portraits of people. Pencil and painted ink and charcoal. That progressed into doing fine art for many, many companies and designing corporate logos and artwork for Petro-Canada, Pure Later, Costco, as well as probably hundreds of small corporations. I have written poetry for many years as well, and that's been published in books and magazines. I was thinking of writing a book at one point, and I was encouraged by my wife when I had told her about all my heroic deeds. She said I had a great mind for fiction. So, so here I am. The book that I've written now is a trilogy, a three-part mystery novel. I like humor. I like twisting your mind around and adding a little bit of excitement so that when you read something, you're not really clear where it's going, and it may twist or may come back to where it came from. I'm going to read a little bit about the books right now. These are other covers I've done for Innisfil, for the Historic Society, Transportation Club of Toronto. I don't know if you remember people like the Hyde House, cottage associations. Did a whole series of bookmarks with my poetry on and my biography, Woodburning, which I donated to the library as a fundraiser. So this is a review that was written in Meadville, Pennsylvania. And it said, our Murrey Haist newly released Tuoyawon is a gripping cliffhanger novel about a girl trapped in a nightmarish web of schemes masterminded by her mysterious love interest. Chrissy's life was one you would read about. Loving parents and a brother she adored as he adored her. A lifelong group of devoted and caring friends, with a recent graduation from the top of her class, and now she was embarking on a promising future in accounting. Then came Ryan, quite literally the boy next door. When this relationship, her whole life started to unravel. All seemed fine until the fatal day she realized her feelings had blinded her from the reality of his true identity. That was the day the fairy tale took a sudden, terrifying turn. Not knowing how truly bad the situation was or how involved her part played into it, Chrissy felt the only option she had left was to go on the run, only to find out that every road she took led her to added fear and further downward spiral, leaving Chrissy with the constant nagging thought, would she ever be able to go home again? Book 1, Tuoyawon, that is the town she landed in, Tuoyawon. Her efforts to escape what she thought was a crime scene, and now became apparent trap she had been desperately trying to escape. She soon discovered that her past had shockingly followed her, and along with new terrors she fears, an on-the-run life may be what she is destined to live forever. Escape from Tuoyawon, Book 2, of the Chilean Mystery Trilogy, picks up where Book 1 left off. It follows Chrissy, a girl whose life as childhood has always been full of friends, family, and accomplishments. She had recently graduated from the top of her accounting class and started a promising career until she became involved with Ryan, a smart, quiet boy next door, whose unexplainable aura of intrigue drew her into his devious trap. All was fine as his corporate accountant, until she realized what he truly was and how impossible it now seemed to escape his tangled web of lies and scams. Through Chrissy's bewildering experiences, readers will come face to face with the unmerited guilt of terror that comes with dealing with unhealthy relationships with unsavory characters. Chrissy's struggle to deal with the entrapment takes a terrifying turn. Each one of these books, at the end of it, I leave, or each chapter even, I leave it that you must move on to the next one. I try and give you a lot of intrigue and questions that you want an answer to. The reports I've been getting back, it's a book that people have trouble putting down. And they want to read it from front to cover. When I originally did the manuscript for this, Michael Klassen, I don't know if you've heard of Michael Klassen. Michael Klassen's a ghostwriter that wrote the book for Al Gore on global warming. He read my manuscript, thought it was great, and he suggested rather than creating a big book, break it down into 3 books or 2 books, which I've done now. That's why it's a trilogy, so that people can get through one and then move to the next one when they have that patience to do that. The book has no profanity, no violence, only mind-twisting circumstances that leads to situations that grips and pulls you in further. All the cover illustrations are mine. It starts off with a dream catcher on the first one. The second book, Escape from Tuoyawon and Dream Catchers Falling Apart. The third book, which is coming out next year, the final book, is called Beyond Tuoyawon, and Dream Catcher is shattered. It's falling apart. You'd have to read the book to understand what this is all about. Thank you.